symbol ASUV, currently traded at 22 cents. Me and Joe have not went over this one before from the looks of it. So I figured I'd jump in here real quick, take a look at it. As a special request, always have to try and do that. Make sure I cover all the ones. So right now, as you can see, you are hitting a pretty decent support line that could basically run across here. To be much more, I would honestly put the not major, but better support line right there where you see that one coming back to here. You see that right around this area. Let me go ahead and circle that out for you. You see it tap in here, tap in here, and tap in here. So I would feel more comfortable with calling that a support line than anything else here right now. Let's see if we can zoom out and I can get a better read. What are you going to be looking for as far as resistance level? Well, you know what? Every chartist, in my opinion, draws their own levels of what they like to call support, resistance, and whatnot. Me personally, it looks like that this is going to be a line right here at the 79-cent mark. You guys are way off of that, so let's pay attention to more about what you're at now. It's going to be around that 40-cent mark. Looks like I can probably draw that into there. Perfect. Yeah. To give you guys an idea, let me go ahead and put that in there really quick. All right, right there, because again, you see these actions, see it sitting on there, bouncing off of there right there, back in, looks like March, April. Yeah, March to the end of April for a month, bouncing off of that support line. So if we zoom out where we're at now, it looks like that's going to be the major resistance for you guys to get through. It's going to be at that 40-cent mark. So where you're at right now, let's pay attention to what's going to happen here now, because again, the market's going to be opening here shortly. Let's see how much we can watch. Circle back onto this. So again, right here. Really, honestly, this one's going to come down to the almighty volume. You see right here, the volume really picked up on the 27th. It looks like the 27th, 28th. All right, so 30th, okay. All right, I was like, all right, what is going on here? So Friday and then Monday, the volume really picked up. All right, so it stayed steady over the weekend. The volume came back in Monday after the Friday. Yesterday it dropped off a little bit under selling pressure. Let's take a look at the time and sales for this one. ASUV, let me go ahead and pull that up. ASUV. All right, so you see this one is not too bad, actually. Not horrible. I mean, it looks like earlier in the day you guys had some selling, but then after that it leveled out. I mean, you had 12,000 shares bought at towards the end of the day at 22.23. So it looked like, from my opinion, from the looks of this, that the interest started coming in at the end of the day. So we're going to be watching for an open. I mean, yeah, you do have this gap right here too, though. So will this gap fill today? Will you open lower? I don't know. It's a 1998. If you open at a lower area and start making your way up, that might be good. Let's watch for the buying pressure to continue in here. In my personal opinion, I really think that this one could be setting up for a run. Right now, let's make sure that the 20-cent mark holds for now. Joe Jack over here, 5,100 thoughts on ASUV trying to fill the gap. Could be a huge runner, in my opinion. Yes, I think so. Right now, I think that's maybe what happened here. Because you had this big volume coming in on Friday and Monday, and then it gapped up. And I tell you guys, when we look at these stocks, I hate seeing gap ups, because look at what happens. It happens every time. I would have really liked to see a close. I mean, I don't want to sound bad like this, but I would have liked to see a close yesterday at that 19-cent mark, 1998, 20-cent mark to fill that gap. And then you could have started off a day fresh today. But then again, I think that's what's going to happen here. You're going to wait for that gap to fill and possibly run up off of that. So I'm going to add that to my notes right here for everybody. Let's go ahead and put in current price right now. 2230. Watch for gap fill. Could be setting up. I'm not going to gap to fill. Could be setting up. You guys have live time. What is ASUV at right now? I'd like to know. I should be getting this information in here shortly. Push down. Watch for gap to fill. Could be setting up. Watch for gap to fill. Could be setting up. All right, like I said, 22.30. Watch for gap to fill. Could be setting up. Steady price per share and volume to come in. I hope that's enough information for now. Like I said, I'm gonna like to circle back around on this one. This isn't like one of those where like an Apple stock, for example, where you're looking at that and you're like, okay, well, it's much more predictable because you have a bigger history set up behind it. So again, that is going to be ASUV. If you follow this one, head over to investorshangout.com. Take a look at it. Let us know what you think. And like I said, I just got this up 5% on this one right now for the real time. So let's go ahead and keep an eye on it. What's going to be going on. Again, ASUV, investorshangout.com/live.